Good morning everybody, I'm back in the garage again. I just wanted to show you where we are, where we got to. I think we left off painting the border. So I skipped a couple of steps to showing you, it's only painting, it's pretty boring, right? So you can see the border was painted all the way along, and then I put the racks back in place. I've also painted the garage door slides, the frames, red. And you can see, probably see that right there, red, all the way up, and it goes across up the top, and then comes down the other side over here. Alright, so that's where we really left off last video. Here's the border. There's all my Kranzle equipment we're going to go through in a minute. I remounted the garage vac on the wall. I'm going to put some kind of, probably another Cox reel up there for the vacuum hose and so on, but that's mounted on the wall under the workbench, and this is really at regular waist height, so I can work. I'm going to build a wood shelf here, so this is all going to be covered in wood. I'm going to get a vise, mount that vise. So just because of the heat, I got one of these straight out of Amazon, the Max Air fan. It's a pretty good unit, it's really powerful. It's a little bit noisy for me, but here's what it is, I suppose. On the back, there's a little switch here. You got two speeds, there's a low and high. I'd like it to be variable, but to be honest, for 150 bucks, you can't really complain. It's a pretty good fan for 150 bucks. It's pretty powerful. I'm actually gonna change the bracket, change the fitting, and turn it upside down. I'm gonna mount it up there in the corner underneath the camera. So I can, and then probably gonna wire it up to a remote switch, so I can leave it up there permanently, and then just turn it on and off remotely. So I just wanted to show you where we got to, and put everything back, and I'm back out in the garage again, as you can see. Right, so coming back to the Kranzle equipment, you know, see our spotless Cox reel 100-foot Cobra Jet, the K1322 TS, and I built an actual water manifold, right? So this is what I was showing in one of my previous videos. Currently the gate valves, or ball valve I think you call it here, set to off. This is all copper. This is copper. I just painted it, I clamped it. Make sure you clamp it on the wall, because I tend to find that as I was moving the PVC, it would move that pipe just ever so slightly outside, and it would crack my main feed connection. This is PVC, and the slightest bit of movement under pressure ended up cracking it. So cracked that 3 times. Looks like I cracked it 3 times. I'm not sure whether it was not installed properly in the first place, but hey, it's again, is what it is. You go through life with these challenges. So now I've built the manifold, so I'll shut these ball valves off here, stop the water coming through the CR spotless system when I don't need to use it, because I'm only going to use it for rinsing. And then it's going to come up here. Obviously this will normally be open, go straight up. I've got a flex stainless steel 316 connection pipe here. I've done that, so this comes up, it's all straight, level, comes in here, right here. This is on the Kranzle. Then I got a I think it's a 3/4 inch GHT to a 3/4 inch NPT fitting, brass fitting, straight out of Ferguson Plumbing in Naples. They're a really good plumbing supply store, so they have everything. They don't really carry much stainless steel. They have to order it for you, but they can get it. And then connects into this Schedule 40 PVC. So as this is only regular water pressure, it's about anywhere from 40 to 60 PSI. These Schedule 40 pipes will be fine. So that's what they build all the pool equipment out on. That goes under pressure of regular pump pressure at Schedule 40. So it's really good. So then what we're going to do is we come through here, through the CR spotless if we want to go that way, and up with another ball valve here. I'll explain why in a second. Then it comes up here and can go straight across and then up. So that's how it routes through the CR spotless. You turn this one off, turn this one on, turn this one on, and then it's running through the CR spotless up like that, and then back out up into the Kranzle. And then, but what I also did is, if I turn this off and this off, leave this on, my water will come across here like this, and it'll also come down to what I'm going to put on here is another ball valve with a bucket filler and so on. And then just in case I need it at some time in the future, I come up here to a shut off, ball valve shut off. There's no water running through it right now, and that will allow me to tee off if I want to go straight off up onto the roof and over to the other side of the garage at some point. So not sure when or ever I'm going to end up doing that, but as you can see, that's the setup of the Kranzle using Schedule 40 PVC. It takes a bit of time to get it level, get it straight, but I'm about to connect all of these connections with the pipe. You can see it's just a regular, goes PVC pipe, 1 inch inside there, and then you connect it with the blue glue, the sealer I've got over here. So this is the primer. So what you do with the primer is you just, if this is your pipe like this, you prime it going around the outside like this. Okay, it's just like paint on. It's sometimes people don't really use it, but they don't understand the properties of it. So what it does is it heats up the pipe, right, and makes it a little bit more pliable, and then and cleans it. And then when you add the blue glue, it basically gives you a much better fitting. So when you seal it together, the two chemicals from the primer and the blue glue react with each other, and it makes a much stronger connection. So I'm about to go and do all of those, and then I should be able to, if I'm right, get it all going. The only bit that's left is this piece right here, the output port of the Kranzle. It comes out this way, and then normally what happens is, you see on a lot of the videos, they come up like this with their pipe here, and then they connect straight in like this, okay, into this pipe up here. But I'm not going to do that because I don't like the way that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come straight out of here with my pipe, and it's going to go straight up like this, and then I'm going to go on a 90. I'm going to go in on a 90 straight into here. And the way I'm going to do that is I bought another one of these swivels, right? So it's a 3/8 swivel. If you have one of these Cox reels from Obsessed Garage, right, I think the model number is 112-3-100, looking at the number on the side of mine, that's the model number. This is actually 3/8 to 3/8 swivel. And this up here, that's an M22, right? So that means it's 14mm metric. So I've got an adapter coming today. I know it's a Sunday, but thanks to Amazon, they get things delivered on Sundays as well. So I'm going to go M22 to 3/8, and I'm going to go straight into another one of these swivels, which will give me my connection downwards, and then I'll just be able to connect my pipe straight like this, right? So that will make it look much neater than all of these pipes that come out on the side. So yeah, keep watching. I'll post a few more videos, letting you know how it goes. See if I get any more problems, tell you what how it works, and if it works, to be honest. But I think it should work. PVC should work under regular house pressure. That's shouldn't be any leaks there. All the rest of the houses, the inline pipes, etc., they will work under the same Schedule 40 PVC pipe, so there shouldn't be any problems. And then the last thing, well, one of the last things to do, or one of the next things to do from this video will be work out what kind of lights I'm going to put in. So right now I have this, what do I call it without swearing, garbage light, which is a standard builder's garage light. Right, it's absolutely dreadful. So I'm gonna rip that out. I'm gonna patch that hole. I'm gonna take the electric, and I'm gonna, with my finger, I'm gonna put one here like this, and another one here like this, and then three on the back side on the other side of the garage. So I'm gonna have like a 1, 2, 3 sort of spotlight. I'm probably gonna get the UFO lights. They look pretty good, the LED. I should be able to get them operated off the regular switch. And then I'm thinking of changing these cables. This is a standard builder installation, right? And when you buy just a spec home or a regular builder home, there's no real quality inspection or you know, quality control over how these things are built. Although there's meant to be, you know, some county inspections, to be honest, coming from England and then coming over to the US and seeing what they build here and how they build it, it's absolutely dreadful. So the quality over here is ridiculous. I mean, really, why would you come from a garage opener right here, wind the cables around a metal strut, then go across the ceiling and then poke a hole through? I mean, it's just asinine, to be honest. This electric power socket, it should be over here. This cable should be in basically a, what do you call it, non-metal plastic pipe, and it should just go straight out the back of this, straight up into the ceiling. Be much neater, you know, you're less likely to get caught, damaged, and it will look a whole lot better than it does. So it's just, you know, it's just the quality of workmanship that we have to put up with here. So I'm going to put these lights up. I'm going to get hold of them. Recommendations on lights would be great. Obviously my whole house is covered in cameras, so you know, that's what's up there in the corner. I've got, I don't know, 16 cameras covering the house. And then I'm going to do something about covering all of this. Obviously all the stuff that's loose, not in the boxes, is probably going to get thrown away at some point. I don't need it anymore. And then I'm going to get some kind of cover to go around here to cover these boxes. I might, I don't know, curtain seems a bit odd to put in there, but I don't know what else I'm going to do, because the actual shelf itself sticks out further than the garage, right? So I can't mount anything up here like a beam and then build some doors, put them on there, because I've got nowhere to mount them to. Unless I come straight off the wall and then straight down. I could do it that way, but not really worth it. It's probably not really worth the hassle to do that. That's another massive job and a very expensive job to do. So all of this stuff here, all this crap is going to get thrown away. You know, the locks on, I'm probably going to use in the other garage. I've got another garage on my house, so I'm probably going to save the sealer and do the same kind of thing in the other garage. I'm really into fishing, so I might actually do the other garage in instead of like this one being a car garage, I might do the other one as a fishing sport type garage. So I might do it some kind of blue. I've got some fridge views in there. I've got a what else have I got in there? I've got a freezer for charm and old bait and things like that, and I've got, you know, I don't know how many rods, but there's probably 25 custom fishing rods in there with lots of other reels and stuff. So I'll show you when we get done with this one and I start the next projects on the other garage. I'll show you what we got over there, and you can maybe throw me some ideas, your suggestions. Let me know what you think you do. On the floor here, now you can see in this garage, now you can see the epoxy resin, or the epoxy cement. Obviously you can see here, it hasn't filled all the gaps. So I'm going to have to redo that a bit more, put a bit more of that product in there. But what I'm going to do here, across this bit, obviously when I clean the floor, I'm going to have a logo. I'm thinking of having a logo made. And then when I epoxy the floor, I'm going to do the epoxy primer. Then I'm going to do the paint, which is, then I'm going to put, I think the paint's going to be black. Then I'm going to put the logo in there, right? So it's going to be the logo of my vehicle, you know, the type manufacturer of my vehicle. And then I'm going to do a clear epoxy over the top of it. I'm looking for some ideas of what epoxy to use, different products, suggestions on how to do it would be really helpful. And I've never done that kind of thing before. In fact, this whole project I've never kind of done before, but I seem to be working through it okay. So I'm hoping that we'll get some feedback and get some suggestions. Like and subscribe if you want to follow what I'm doing. Give you some ideas. If you've got any questions, send me a message and I'll try and get to your messages and answer them as soon as possible. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good weekend.